Hey guys, welcome to the Airgun Retirees YouTube channel. Hey guys, Airgun Retiree here. I'm driving up to the other Airgun Retirees compound. See what kind of trouble we can get in today. Okay guys, Airgun Retirees here. We're up at the other Airgun Retirees compound. It's like the storms have subsided for a little bit. Sun's actually out. And here's Airgun. There Airgun. And we're gonna do a little outside shooting. So we got a target set up at 50 yards. And we've got one of the guns I don't think we've shot on the channel before, so I'll let Airgun tell you a little bit about it. Okay, we got the Taipan Veteran out here today.
Veteran 1.
Veteran 1.
Generation 1.
And Airgun's getting it set up, and I'll have him tell you a little bit about the gun.
This is a 22 caliber Veteran 1 rear cocking. Standard length, I forget what the barrel length is. I think it might be like 18 inches.
It's short.
Yeah. OEM moderator. This gun is extremely quiet. Scope wise, I've got a Athlon Talos 6-24 scope on it, and we got it set at we'll crank her up to 24 power because we're out there 50 yards.
This has CZ barrel in it.
Yep. I tell you, CZ is known in the powder burner world as having really accurate barrels in their 22s and their centerfire rifles, and the same thing on these air guns. Every CZ barrel I've owned has just been really accurate. A lot of people don't like these guns because of the rear cocking. Personally, I like it. It's a great bench gun. It's loading port or single shot loading. Loading port's right here, right in your face, and it's easy to see, whereas your forward, other guns are difficult to see what you're doing, and this is like right here. Real easy to cock. Triggers on these guns is probably one of the best triggers made. They're just really smooth, great triggers. Got a Accutac bipod on the front. Other than that, the gun is bone stock. I've adjusted the hammer spring, which is located back here, and this little brass screw right here adjusts the hammer spring. So I've tuned this gun for the Jumbo Monster Lights. They're 20 grain pellets. It seems to shoot these really good at 50 yards. But today's wind, I looked earlier, and it's like 15 mile an hour gusting to 26, so it's going to be a challenge today, but at least we can get some shots in while the weather's decent.
Anybody can shoot when the wind's not blowing.
That's right. So we'll see what happens. Bullseye first shot.
Bullseye first shot.
Bullseye first shot. I mean, we ought to walk out there and just kind of show them how far it is from here.
Okay. We're gonna walk out here.
High-tech wind flag.
Yeah.
The targets we're shooting at today are nothing fancy. Just something I printed up on my printer. They're 1/4-inch circles. So, first shot.
This is 50 yards, folks.
In 15 mile an hour wind with a compact bullpup. First shot.
It's amazing. A very accurate rifle. But yeah, let's get shooting.
Okay, Airgun Retirees seated at the bench now. He's going to try his hand at shooting. His Avenger that he normally shoots in bench rest, he's got it tore down right now and replacing O-rings. So we've got a National 50-yard bench rest match coming up this Saturday at our club. It's our first outdoor match of the year. And he's waiting on O-rings for his gun, so he's actually going to shoot this gun in the bench rest match Saturday. So he's just kind of familiarizing himself with the gun.
I've shot it before, but he just tuned it for these pellets we're shooting here. So I haven't shot these yet.
I forget what the exact tune is, but it's up, I think, a little over 900, maybe 905, 910, in that neighborhood. The windy, it's pretty windy out here. I mean, you can see the flag here. I mean, it's dancing, and then there's another flag way out there. You can see the paper target kind of flopping around on top. And the flag out there. We don't have the greatest conditions right now to shoot in.
All right. That's my my first attempt with the 20s. And then this is my second attempt with the 20s, but I was getting kind of frustrated, and I think a lot of it was the way I was doing my trigger discipline, my trigger pull. So Airgun gave me a couple pointers, and it kind of straightened out. You see over here, so that's just reading the wind right there.
Yeah, something I want to point out in that group there is look at your vertical dispersion. I mean, there's hardly any.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
straight
so
across.
Flat. Yeah, it's all wind.
Okay, we're walking down here, Airgun, to see this N50 target. This is the target we'll be shooting in our bench match on Saturday.
So if we start up here, X, might be an X, 10, X, 9, X, 9, 10, that's about a 7, 10, maybe X, 10, bunch of ciders, might be a 10, 10, X. Pretty darn good card.
Okay, so shot the first card, did pretty good. We're gonna shoot another one.
So we didn't mention earlier, we mentioned the AccuTac front bipod, but we didn't mention the rear rest. This rear rest is assembled from parts that we got off of the internet from AliExpress. The top portion of this is the cross slide, which moves your windage on the gun, and then this red knob controls the up and down elevation by this scissor mechanism underneath. And this thing is like super rock solid. There's just no movement whatsoever. And it's a personal preference for me to do all my adjustment from the back because I've got shoulder issues and neck issues. And, you know, you can certainly use a mechanical rest from the front, but it's hard on my body to reach that far forward and make those adjustments. And it's just a lot more ergonomic on me to make the adjustments from the rear.
And I got the same setup on mine, except the elevation. He's got his knob in the front. I have mine in the back. It's just a preference. They both work. But yeah, we really like having the rear adjustment and letting the front kind of do its thing. But good shooting here. And
the thing I didn't mention about a bipod is your gun naturally torques this way as the pellet goes down the barrel. So that torque is mitigated or stopped due to the bipod. The gun just doesn't move side to side. It's rock solid. So once the cant is adjusted on the gun, there's just no movement with a bipod. So I just thought I'd mention that. So Airgun's gonna
before we start shooting, another sweet feature is we've got a leveling adjustment on the entire rest. This wing nut right here, turn it in or out, and we've got back here is a level, so you can make sure your gun and your rest are level. So just a little extra feature.
All right, we'll let Airgun get back to shooting. X 9 or 10 X, maybe an X, probably an 8, another 8, 10, probably a 9, 8, maybe an X, definitely a 10, 9. Not bad in these conditions.
Yeah, well, we'll see where the tire meets the road Saturday. Well, here's the deal. I've shot 2 cards and I feel pretty confident that I can shoot this thing Saturday. The nerves don't get to me first. I get kind of nervous when I do these things. I don't know why, because
I'll tell you, your score, right, just what you shot today, will beat a lot of the 22 rimfire scores.
Yes, that's what I found out in the indoor. I placed pretty much in the middle of the pack, which for first year I was amazed. I'm not bragging or anything, but I was just amazed that I did that well. I figured I'd be on, you'd have to flip the page over to see my name, you know. But Airgun's helped me a lot, so we'll see what happens Saturday. But we'll probably try to take some video or some pictures and get them on the channel of the N50 match. Yep. Kind of let you see what's going on there.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's right. Doesn't cost anything. So with that said, Airgun Retirees,
Shalom.
see you guys.